Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony's Picks Morning Show. I'm Tony T here, ready to break down, get picks ready for this NFL card, MLB, and the W begins their playoffs. That's right, full card here today on Sunday. Of course, we'll talk to the cappers with us here today, see how things go and how their Saturday went. Looking forward to Sunday as well. Rod, what's going on?
Hey, it wasn't a bad day. I went 7-8, I believe, on the day on all them college football. As we were talking about on the teams, there were a couple that definitely right down to the wire, and a fumble here, and a blip there, and a late missed field goal. It happens. Those are welcome to college football. It's one of those ones. Hit my top play. I was on SMU, and they rolled in that one. Love that top play of the day. So and then Rutgers, the one I gave you guys, I figured Rutgers was gonna just that line looked weird to me. I was like, why is Rutgers a dog here? This just doesn't look right to me. Wrong team favored in that one. We got it there. Hit my top MLB play. So not a bad day overall. Basically, I think I paid a little bit of juice on a bunch of games. But it's one of those days. We look behind us. Now we're on to the NFL. I'm excited for today's action. Definitely looking like some good spots to make some money. And definitely some MLB spots I'm looking at today as well. Yeah. Doesn't that skis line look exactly the same as what it was? They were trying to bait you into it last time he played.
Yeah, it does. It does look kind of short there for Skeens Day. You'll see that go. Jorge, what's going on?
Nothing, man. Just when we win those lucky games where we have Missouri minus 34 and they score with no time left at the end of the game, you're going to have something that go the other way, right? And we saw a lot of that over this weekend. I just picked two that unfortunately we're in it to the end, but it didn't come through. But 3-2 is still a solid day. I'll take that. Or for the week. Sorry, not for the day, but for the week. So definitely take that. And 4-2 is okay. 3-2 yesterday, 4-2 all of it. So Rod putting out 15 games, man. If you're hitting 7, that ain't bad. That's putting a lot of games out there. That's putting out more than most. So I'll give you kudos for that.
Yeah, I'm a heavy volume guy, and I usually some days either break even or it's a really big winning day, so I can't complain. I've been lucky on that. I haven't got pants on any of those yet, where I've been like, "Ooh, 1-14 day. What was I thinking?"
Oh, goodness.
So I've definitely been lucky there. That it's usually always you get down to a bunch of games that are just those little bounces go the wrong way. But yeah, like we said, it's we're in for the long haul. So wait till next week. Watch what happens.
That's right. Absolutely. Ron, what's going on?
Hey guys, how you doing? Yeah, nice 5-1 day college football yesterday, and hit my best bet in MLB again. So that's on a 67% run there for the year, and hitting my college best bet with BYU. And we should have the parlay, guys. Yesterday we just missed with Auburn. A couple bad calls, bad turnovers by Auburn, but like Rod said, it's on the NFL. Let's rock and roll today.
Yep, I'm looking to bounce back from college football. Again, another Saturday where I can't win a game in college football, but win every baseball game 2 weeks in a row on my Saturdays. So it's craziness there. But my NFL, I've been doing well, so looking forward to the NFL today. So, all right, guys, we're going to get right to the picks. We introduced the cappers. Keep an eye on the leaderboards. You're going to see Jorge, Ron, and Rod on the leaderboard. So looking for some premium pick packages, you know where to get them from these three guys. They've been on fire here on the site. Let's get underway here with this NFL rundown. We'll start with Chargers, Steelers, Bears, and Colts, Texans, and Vikings. We start with Ron.
Yeah, looking at these set of games here. You're always going to Texas and the Vikings. We're going to look at that one here.
Okay.
Yeah, Houston, Minnesota. You went Chargers, Steelers, and Denver, Tampa
Bears,
Bay.
Colts. No.
Bears,
Chargers, Steelers, Bears, Colts, Texans, Steelers. Texans, Vikings.
All right. Oh, well, always on Sunday, wherever you get your NFL list is definitely nowhere near what I'm looking at my list. So it is what it is. It's okay. I'm looking at that Houston taking on Minnesota here. And you look, this Houston team definitely been moving the football offensively, but they've got into that red zone and they just haven't been punching it in for touchdowns. Struggled to score touchdowns. They've had long drives that have equated to field goals or missed field goals. And this Vikings team, they had just been on fire offensively, rolling right along and continue to take and do. I think it's been a little bit of luck. I think it has been a little bit of luck. I think we see a little bit of regression from this Minnesota team offensively. I think this Houston team can slow them up. That line's at 46.5. I like the under in that one. I think we got a lower scoring one, especially with Houston. The way they hit that red zone and they settled for field goals more often than not. So give me the under 46.5 in that one. And then the Chargers taking on the Steelers. Look, the Chargers are off to a nice 2-0 start. 2-0 against that number. So are these Steelers. So one of those O's has got to go. And Pittsburgh at home here in this one. I don't want to go against it. I think this is a really close game. And Mike Tomlin and company at home. I don't know. You see that third quarter hits, and all of a sudden they start singing and getting up. And in Pittsburgh, never been there. It's definitely on my bucket list to when the Renegade starts yelling in that end of the third quarter, and the Steelers start rolling. I got to go with the Steelers there in that one. I just don't trust when it comes down to the end. I'd rather have the better coach in that crunch time with the Steelers than with the Chargers.
Better coach? Who's that?
I would take Mike. You want Mike Tomlin?
Oh, hell no. You could have him, dude. Take him wherever the hell you want to take him.
That's a Jorge, a Steeler fan.
I'm not a Mike Tomlin fan. He'll be a fool during the regular season, but I do give it to him. In the playoffs, all of a sudden, he goes back to fundamental coaching and doesn't make any of those stupid go for it on 4th and 1 at Baltimore and not get it and lose by 3. Inside the red zone. I mean, he's done some silly plays over the days as far as the fan goes. But two good defenses there. Obviously, Chargers have great defense. But neither of those teams, both of those teams are trying to run the ball. And the Steelers, it's by, attrition, man. They have 3 guys that down on the offensive line. They were supposed to be there to start the year. That had them running the ball at the end of last year. So, again, it's not even the offensive coordinator's fault. You just don't have bodies. You have a bunch of reserves in there coming to play. So, that game under the total. The Minnesota, man, they're averaging 77.2 yards a play. If you look at it, you talk about the Saints and all. The Saints have been putting up crazy points, but it's Minnesota who has the best offense on per play per average, and so that caught me by surprise. And Darnold could be a game manager. You got Flores, the old Miami coach, who likes to blitz, and you got the Texans. They're beat up on their offensive line. They're beat up at running back. So he's been running around for his life for a while as well too. So it's a tough game there. I probably lean towards Minnesota +2.
Yeah, from Jorge, we move on over to Ron.
Yeah, with the Chargers and Steelers. Yeah, I can't go against Pittsburgh at home. That defense is just amazing, and with Herbert with his hobbled ankle, he be running away from from Watt, and yeah, that's not gonna bode too well for him. Did we cover the Bears and the Colts?
Yeah, Bears and Colts also.
Yeah, Caleb Williams, I think, is going to be good in the long run, but I can't trust him on the road yet. I got to see what he can do. So I'm gonna take the Colts in that one. I don't really like the defense. I like the over in both of those games there. And then I'm gonna go with Houston. I'm CJ fan, and I'm gonna take the Texans in that one.
All right, let's say what I think about these 2 games I'll be looking at here. I'll be looking at the Bears here on the Dr. Chow numbers. Huge injury advantage here for Chicago. The Colts been hit hard with injuries defensively, and we know the Colts are having issues defensively this year, giving 5 yards a carry, 78% completion rates, and they're hit with injuries there. I'll look there at that. And also, Anthony Richardson's been accurate, can't complete half his passes. I'll look at the Bears there. I'll look at the Vikings at home. Looking here at Houston defensively, playing well, but the issue with me here is the center injury for the Texans, and their running back injuries are the concern. Minnesota's getting really good solid play from both sides of the football, and I do like the receivers here so I'll look at that Minnesota in that spot. All right, let's continue on here on the 26 Morning Show. Before we continue on NFL card, let's get a quick promo from the guys. They'll let you know what they have for sale over at Tony's Picks, a big Sunday action. Rod, what do you got for sale? You're on mute, Rod.
Rod mute Zawacki. What the heck's going on here? I gotta remember that I put my.
I didn't think it was possible.
Sometimes it's not. Usually not. Very, very tough. Ask the wife. She'll tell you the same. So, anyways, over at Tony's Picks today, I've got my 10-star play of the day, top play on the board. 48-38 crushed it yesterday with the Mets on the run line. That's plus 190 winner. Looking for a third straight on that 10-star play of the day. You can scoop that 10-star play up in my afternoon NFL triple. And then I also have a morning NFL triple. And I've got one play in the MLB for long-term subscribers. So that's the best way to go. Jump aboard something long-term. That way you don't miss out on any of those late steam plays. BYU, nice late steam winner with that one yesterday. So definitely that's the way to go. You don't want to miss out on those late steam. I know Jorge's king of the late steam. So definitely take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional and jump aboard. We've been doing real well over there at Tony's Picks, all of us. So pair us up with us all that you see here on the screen, and you'll have yourself a mighty good day.
Absolutely. All right, what do you got for sale? Let's see all three of you guys that sit on the leaderboard doing great work.
Yeah, I've got an early 3-pack up. Definitely checking up. Jumped on the Chow injury report. You and I sat in that webinar here at Bet Bash in Vegas, and yeah, it's worth its weight in gold, man. And I've always researched. You guys know I look for any intangible I can that has nothing to do with numbers and the human side of it. What bodies are you going to put out there? So that we're definitely going to see some issues with that. So that being said, there's I love the totals. I'll have 2 totals going in that one and a dog. But I'm going to have some plays in the afternoon as well. I like that they balanced out the late games. We got 5 of them, I believe. Normally, it could be anywhere from 3 to 5. So there'll be plenty of opportunity in the afternoon and, of course, tonight. So definitely have some late steam on at least three days or more on those packages, folks.
That's right, guys. Remember the promo code TonyT at checkout will knock 15% off all your packages. Ron, what do you got for sale?
Yeah, I got a 5-pack up for NFL football, and that's going to take you all the way from the 12 o'clock games all the way to tonight's Sunday night game. Anyway, and then I got the MLB best bet. That's on a 21-5 run. I had the Mets yesterday too, Rod. We were on the same page. I like that. Nice. Yeah, best bet winner on the Mets yesterday, and got a best bet in NFL football, and of course we got the W. The W is going to be starting today, so we got some playoff action for you there. So like I said, team us up, we all of us on screen, and we got a couple more cappers behind the screen that we're all on the leaderboard. Steve's going to be coming on hopefully in a little bit, and get us all wrapped up in one package.
That's right, guys. I'm with Ron. I got 4 premiums from the NFL right now, off to a great start in NFL. Best bet is 1 a 3-pack. We're looking for some baseball as well, so get on board with me over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let's continue here on the NFL rundown. Hopefully get a pick from all the games from you. Let's get to the next set of games here. Giants, Browns, Eagles, Saints, Broncos, Bucks. We start with Rod.
And we're looking at this Eagles taking on the Saints here in this matchup, and you look the Saints rolling right along. Eagles, yeah, like I said last time, they deserve to lose that one. You want to play to not win the game, that's on you. And you look head to head between these two teams. Guess what? The Saints beat the Eagles last year. 20-10 was the last time these two teams met. And the way these Saints have been rolling right along, I maybe have been a little too hard on Carr, because he's definitely got that offense clicking. Not asking a whole lot from him. That's what's been working for them. He's just playing some nice deep and dunk passes and not having to go absolutely crazy as David Carr. And guess what? He's been Mr. Game Manager for the Saints. I mean, roll along. I know the Eagles are going to come out and they're going to be mad, as I would say. I ain't doing it. Give me the Saints here. Who dat? The Saints are coming. They're going to hand the Eagles another loss. Give me the Saints in that one there. So another one in this time spot that I'm looking at. You went down to over here. Giants, Cleveland?
Yes, Giants, Cleveland.
Giants, Cleveland. Ooh. This is a lot of points. It scares me a little to be laying with Cleveland, but Cleveland looks like they starting to put things together. That defense starting to roll. That offense was starting to click last week. I think it clicks even more this week. Going against the Giants team that definitely isn't very good. I got to lay it with Cleveland and the Browns. I know everywhere I see the Sharps are going, take the Giants. But last time I seen the Sharps love to get bans. Sharps are probably all on Carolina again this week. Come on, they can do it. No. I'm not. I'm gonna bet against the Giants until they actually show something. They haven't showed anything yet, so I'm gonna go right against them. Give me the Browns in that one at home. Tough to play in the dog pound. Tough to lose 2 games in the dog pound as well. So give me Cleveland in that one.
Yeah, from Rob, move on over to Jorge.
That is an ugly game there to play, and I don't know. Not sold on Cleveland just yet. They played horrible, then they played okay, but they played a Jacksonville team that had a banged up defensive line too, so they were able to get what they wanted going on offense. But not just a slight lean in that one, and probably just take the under. I don't think Giants are going to do much, and if Cleveland can run the ball, they'll throw it. I don't see Watson throwing the ball all over the field. You should apologize to Carr. You should actually send him a letter. As bad as you beat him up, how horrible he's supposed to be. No, he's not being a game manager, Rod. He's actually leading the league in passing rating, man. He's not being a game man. Fields for the Steelers is being a game manager. Carr is lighting up the whole league. Let's put it like the way.
It's only 2 games. Settle down now. I'm not buying Carr stock yet.
So, over. I'm just joking. I'm just giving her a little bit of a hard time. They're definitely on the over there. I'm with them. I'm buying. It is what it is, man. They went into Dallas and did it. They did it against Packers and in Philadelphia. Both teams have offense all over the place, right? Quarterbacks good chemistry with the receivers early in the season, and not a lot of defense on Philadelphia's side. So they're giving up 400 yards a game. The Saints are getting 400 yards a game. I can't see both of them not scoring close to 30.
All right, from Jorge, we'll move on over to Ron.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Jorge on that one. The thing is, what's New Orleans scored like 40 back to back. That it's got to come down to earth. I'm gonna look at the Eagles on this one, but I do like the over, just like you guys. And the Giants and the Browns. The Giants, I think, are the only team in the NFL that can score 3 touchdowns, and their opponent scores no touchdowns and lose. That's just amazing to me. So. They got a kicker now. I think Greg Joseph signed with the Giants. I'm going to lean to the Giants plus the 6.5.
They're from Ron, or I'll tell you what I think about these games here with the Cleveland and the Giants here. Remember, there's still no Nick Chubb at running back. He's still injured for Cleveland. But the issue here, again, looking at the challenge injury scores, I see a clear advantage for the Giants. The injury to the bookend tackles for the Cleveland Browns is a concern for me. New York is still rushing for over 4.5 yards a carry. Cleveland struggling with that passing game with inaccuracy and just 3.9 yards per pass attempt. So I'll look here. And their defense is giving up 5 yards a carry with those injuries to the bookend tackles. I'll look at the Giants at the plus price. Eagles and Saints, I look at it one way, just going over. I can see the offense is really having a good day here. Eagles defense giving up 6.5 yards per rush, giving up big plays in the passing game. New Orleans, 5 yards a carry on the ground. 11 yards for pass attempt. They're home, so the crowd's going to be juiced for this one. You know what the Superdome's like when the Saints are good. you know what it's like. It's a crazy atmosphere over there. I'll be looking here in this Buccaneers and Denver. I'm going to take the points here with Denver. Again, this is a clear injury advantage here for Denver in this one. The Bucs defense really heavily injured here. The Broncos are winning the football for 4 yards a carry, and on defense, they've been defending the pass well. Bucs having struggles again with the running game, and their rush defense giving 5 yards carry. I'll look at Denver there at plus the points. All right, let's continue here with Tony's Picks Morning Show as we get ready here for next games here on this NFL slate, and we'll cover here with the next slate of games: Packers, Titans, Panthers and Raiders, Dolphins, Seahawks. We start with Rod.
And for me, looking at Green Bay taking on Tennessee, you look at Tennessee and. It's live ass at QB for the Titans, and as long as he's hucking the ball, I'll be fading live ass because he is ass. This Green Bay team we've seen play some pretty good football to start the year. Just losing the Eagles and then winning against the Colts, I think they say the same recipe for success that they had against the Colts. I think they'd be able to run the ball and do enough with Willis at QB there for Green Bay to get the job done over Tennessee. I just don't trust this Tennessee team. Like I said, with Levis, they've lost 2 games now, 24-17, 24-17. Is it the same score again? I don't think so. Be close, though. I think it'll be a low-scoring, hard-hitting type of battle that you see from Tennessee. That defense always steps up here. Low-scoring one, but I think Green Bay comes out on the win. Into that one. And the side spot, well, we're going to go with I'm going to be the homer, and I'm going to take my Miami Dolphins plus all the points. I know everybody they hear said, "Oh, no Tua in this one." Well, the Dolphins have plenty of pieces. We're not asking Skylar to be throwing big deep bombs and hucking it around. I think he'll be the Mr. Game Manager today. He's got plenty of weapons around him. Just get those guys the ball and let them run. And you look at the Seattle team at home. Well, do they want to be laying that kind of number? I know the number's come down a lot from where it was. It's now sitting still at 4.5 over a field goal with a Seattle team that Seattle as a favorite. 0-7 in their last 7 as a favorite. So they don't cover spreads. Give me the Dolphins plus the points in that one.
Yeah, from Rod, we go out over to Jorge.
Man, that's a pretty big homer stretch there, man. You're going across 3 time zones, buddy. That's a little bit of a trip. Yeah, definitely going to be a loud stadium. Washington's got good fans, man. Doesn't matter what the sport is up there. Those guys are loud.
Seattle's always loud, always.
Yep, Thompson's going to be going into an environment. I'm going to lean on Seattle that one. Geno Smith, he's still no one says he's a great quarterback. So he's always got this chip on his shoulder. He went in there, won last week, cross country. He's back. And now they're back on their home field. Dolphins are going to go as far as Tua goes. I don't see Skylar Thompson. Even if he does become a decent game manager, it's the best he can do. I just going across the time zone, I would lean to lay in the points there. With Seattle in that one, Carolina's beat up, man. I went against them last week, and then that wasn't even an issue. And then, the Raiders, I don't know, is it Baltimore's offensive line and defense that bad, or the Raiders actually decent? I don't know. Well, I don't even think this game will show that. I mean, the Raiders should win this game and cover it. I mean, Carolina Panthers are extremely beat up. I don't know what Dalton's going to do back there, because if Young can't run for his life, what the hell are they going to do to Dalton? They're just going to eat him alive. So I think they're just going to continue that. Too many defensive injuries for Carolina Panthers. They're desperate, trying to switch quarterbacks. Raiders will be fired up at home. There's one thing about Allegiant, man. If the Rebels play there, if it's USC, LSU, I'm telling you, that stadium's got a vibe to it that it comes down to the end. It doesn't matter. Look at that crazy San Francisco preseason game. They came down there. It doesn't matter who plays in there, man. It always comes to some crazy down to ending. But you know what? I think the Raiders. Minishaw's a gamer, man. I've always said that about him. You put him in the game, he's got comeback written all over him. That he don't care if he throws an interception. He's just going to keep bringing the team in. And I think his attitude kind of fits with Pierce. It's an old school attitude, and that's what Minishaw kind of brings to the game. Probably why Pierce liked him so much, and what reason he's starting. So take the Raiders there to cover.
Yeah, from Jorge, move on over to Ron.
Yeah, Jorge, look at the Super Bowl last year. It came down to the wire too, right? So
right.
Yeah. I don't know. Carolina, they got to win sometime, right? And it kind of reminds me a couple years ago when everybody was all over New England every week and all over the Browns every week, and the Browns just kept screwing you. So I guess you got to take the Panthers here. Maybe with change at quarterback's going to help them out a little bit. So I'll bite. I'll take the Panthers as a lean there. The Packers and the Titans, I think this is a strong under. Like you said, Levis will probably throw the game away late and fumble or something. But that Titans defense is really good. It's really special this year. So take the under in that one. And I'm going to agree with Rod on the Dolphins here. Skylar Thompson played some of the game last Thursday night. Remember, that's last Thursday night. So he's had 10 days to get ready to go. So I know it's a trek across country, but give me the Dolphins plus 4.5.
There from Ron. I'll tell you what I think here about these games, the Packers and Titans. I'm going to be looking here at the Packers. It looks to me that Love may be pointing to the divisional game next week. So I would think Willis will be in here because Love has been listed as questionable. But again, that game against Minnesota looms to be a huge game next week. So my views is they're probably going to hold them out of this one, but that's not official there. But I still like the Packers in the spot based on their running game and their defense. Their defense has been outstanding defending in the past. And of course, the quarterback play for Tennessee, not just to let us making mistakes, but he's really not getting the ball downfield, just 4.6 yards per pass attempt. And the opponents are running for 4 yards to carry here on the Titans. I'll look at the Packers plus the 3. Panthers and Raiders, this total just looks low to me. I'm going to go over in this one. Las Vegas does have a significant injury advantage based on the Dr. Chow's injury scores. And where the injuries are, on the Panthers defense. So I look for a huge offensive performance here by the Raiders. I just don't trust their defense to cover the point spread. I do like the over there. The Panthers defense gave up 5 yards to carry, 79% completion rate, 8.3 yards per pass attempt. But again, Minshew is capable of putting points up for the other team. So that's the concern I have there. But I like the over in that game, in that spot. I'm with Rod there on that Seattle at the Miami Dolphins plus the points. These are two of the most injured teams in the league coming into this game. There is an injury advantage here for Miami, but I think the most significant injury in this game is the one to Walker, the running back for Seattle, because they really rely on Walker to run the football. And that injury to me is the biggest one of all. I know Tua's hurt, Skylar Thompson, but they really rely on Walker's running game. That he really sets it up and really protects Geno Smith. He gives them pocket time with that threat to run. No Walker, no pocket time. I like Miami in that spot. And let's see. Is that we ended there with those games. All right, let's continue here on our morning show as we get ready here for the next series of games here from the NFL. So let's see what we've got here. So we've got here 1, 2. I'm going to make sure we've got get them all covered here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's just knock them out here. Let's see, what do we got on time? Let's knock them out all 4 at a time. Let's close out the card here. Lions, Cardinals, Ravens, Cowboys, 49ers, Rams, Chiefs, and Falcons. Start with Rod.
And we're looking at Baltimore taking on Dallas. And, look what Dallas did last week. They got thoroughly embarrassed by the Saints in that one last week. So there's a team that's going to be mad and want to come back. But you look, this Baltimore team's going to be mad too. 0-2 to start the year. Ooh, they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. They don't want to go down 0-3. But coming into Dallas, that's a tough spot, tough ask for any team coming in there. Baltimore has been very successful against the NFC. They've won 9 straight against the NFC in that one. But I'm going to go with Dallas here in this one. Why? Because my buddy over here, the dog, the Benny, his play of the day was to take Dallas. I put down a couple bowls, and I put some peanut butter in each bowl, and I put the little label on. You can go check out my social media. I shared the video for you. Benny's play of the day is on the Dallas Cowboys. He went over to the bowl, and he took the Dallas Cowboys bowl, and he figures the Dallas Cowboys are going to be a little bit mad. And at home, we know the way Dallas plays at home. I think this is one of those bounce-back spots. And I think that Baltimore, as I heard Jorge allude to earlier, is Baltimore really that bad? They might be, as I think Baltimore goes to 0-3 to start the season, and Dallas gets the bounce back win in that one. So give me Dallas there. And the other one, you're going to give me 6.5 points with the Rams in a divisional game that's always usually seems to be coming down to someone's kicking a field goal for the win between the 49ers and the Rams. Last time these two teams met, the Rams got the win in that one. And it's a battle of nutrition there because you look at all the guys that are on the injured list for both of those teams in that one. San Francisco, no McCaffrey, no Debo. Rams dealing with Cooper Kupp, another receiver. So both teams, you got 4 guys, all-stars out on that team. And there might not be a bad play in a divisional battle, but getting 6.5. Give me the 6.5 with the Rams there in that one. And I like the over between the Lions and Arizona. You know, both those offenses can put up points. We've seen what Arizona's done, putting up points. They also love to give up points. That Arizona defense has been a sieve. So the Lions chomping at the bit, and I think they can score plenty of points on the Arizona team. And I think Arizona will be able to put some on Detroit as well. So give me the over, Lions, Cardinals. 2 I like there.
All right. Dude, I got a question about the weather. The only weather-related game I see is Tennessee, a 25% chance of rain, but 89 degrees. A lot of warm weather. It looks like most outdoor stadiums will be 80 degrees or warmer, so a lot of hot weather. Tomorrow, 40% chance of rain in that Commanders-Bengals game. That's tomorrow. But today, only 25% chance of rain in the Tennessee game, but everything else looks dry, but very warm weather today in the NFL. All right, we'll move on over to Jorge.
More importantly, there's no any high winds anywhere. That's usually one of the things that I look for. It has to be blustery too. You know, it's got to have a lot of combination of 2 things going bad: wind, snow, rain. Unless it's over 25 miles an hour, then it's pretty crazy. You're throwing. Even Big Ben had trouble back in after Hurricane Andrew. Was it Hurricane Andrew? Hurricane Katrina. I played that contest. That there was stuff blowing everywhere, sideways. You might as well go like 13-6. I mean, it went down from like a 45 to 37 and just kept coming down. So yeah, no Mother Nature plays, but Dallas and Baltimore. I mean, what can you do but play the over on that? You know, I mean, that's just Baltimore's lost a lot of guys in the free agency. You know, their window. They talked a lot about that a lot. It's not about age anymore. It's also about the age of the contracts. Right? If you have a bunch of contracts coming up all in the same year and you can't re-sign them all, and those guys have played well with you, someone else is going to pay them. And I think that's just they're getting bit by the free agency or the player association agreement. So Baltimore, they brought in Henry, and they're having to be a slinging team. Lamar's actor slinging the ball over the place because the defense is so bad. He's always going to be catching up from behind. So they're never going to be able to use Henry the right way. So taking a slight lean on the over in that one. And, as banged up as they are, the number one player to the point spread is playing for the 49ers, and that's Williams, the tackle. As long as he's in their protected Purdy, they're still going to be able to run the ball. The rest of the offensive line is doing pretty well. Rams are beat up, man. I mean, really beat up everywhere. And Donald's gone. That's another one, someone, the team leader, period, locker room leader, and best defensive player retired, and it shows, right? And they're beat up everywhere else too. No one to throw it to. That's going to be a tough spot there, but definitely laying the 6.5. They're coming off a loss. It is a division game. San Francisco is not going to take their foot off the pedal on that one, and I think they still have enough key players there on a slight lean on that one. And let's see. Tough game between Kansas City and Atlanta. Huh? Yeah. You want to see it -3.5. Got Kirk Cousins on the other side. Atlanta has played some defense when they needed to. Slightly in there to the Falcons.
Yeah, from Jorge, move on over to Ron.
Yeah, like Rod and Jorge was mentioning on this Rams 49ers game, it's a last-second field goal or to cover the spread, maybe. Yeah. So I think the Rams at home. Yeah, we're gonna take them. It could be a last-second field goal to cover or even win the game. So I know they're banged up, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't think they can do it." And I know the 49ers are coming off a loss, but it's a divisional game, and they're at home. So I'm gonna lean to the Rams and the points there. I'm not touching Baltimore and Dallas. If anything, I'd probably go over on that one, over 48. Detroit and Arizona. I love Detroit, coming off a loss at home to the Buccaneers, and Arizona just blowing out the Rams there. I'm gonna take Detroit in that one, and I don't know what the line. I know the line started out 4.5 for the Chiefs. Now it's down to 3. I don't know what they know. I mean, I don't think Pacheco's that big a deal for us. We have Carson Steele coming and running. See my Pirine be running the ball, but with the speed of the Kansas City offense on that turf, you got to look at the Chiefs to win at least on the money line.
Yeah, from Ron, or I'll tell you the ones I like. 2 from this slot of games. I'm going to go agree with Ron here on the Lions here. The Arizona pass defense is a concern. They get up 74% completion rate, 8.3 yards per pass attempt. If you like the over, I wouldn't argue on that one either, but I like more the Lions in that spot. The Rams and the 49ers, I like the under here. These are 2 teams that are hit hard with injuries. Very low injury scores based on the Dr. Chow ratings, but the lowest score here is with the Rams offense. The highest score is with the Rams defense. So I look for the Rams struggling to score, but the Rams having success defensively in this game against a banged up 49ers team without their playmakers. So I look under in that one between the 49ers and Rams. All right, let's continue here on 26 morning show as we'll go ahead and transition to baseball. That's Jorge going to stick around for baseball?
No, I'm going to bounce out, guys. I'm going to look for some of these late steam games and do some more research on it. I will have a baseball play up, though. I do have a total that I want to put out there, but it'll be up here shortly.
All right, so check out Jorge over at Tony Spicks. Get on board those long-term passes.
Good luck, man.
Have a good day, Jorge.
All right, we'll see. Well, Steve didn't sign in. I guess maybe no Steve. Well, if Steve, you're out there, you can come and join us for the baseball segment. So we'll continue here on the Tony Spicks Morning Show as we're We're running out of time in baseball. Just 8 days left, right? A week from today, all teams will be playing at 3 Eastern time, and we'll close it out. So we're ready to knock out this baseball card, and it starts early, 12:30 Eastern time. So let's get it on here. Game 1, Twins and Red Sox. Then we go to Pirates, Reds, Tigers, and Orioles. We started off with Rod.
Yeah, looking at that Pirates and Reds, and look, it's Paul Skeens Day! Yay! Everybody loves Skeens. I love that. Everybody's going to jump on Skeens. Everybody's going to bet Skeens on the run line, but not so fast. You got Hunter Green on the other side for the Reds, and this will be his first start back in about a month. But when he was back, he was rolling and dealing. He was moving right along, sub-2 ERA. So pitchers drew early in this one. I like the under, because we know that the Pirates just don't give Skeens enough run support. So he pitches his lights out and goes 5-6 innings, and then the Pirates lose the game, because it's just what happens. It's what's coming down the stretch. You look at Paul Skeens, and his start to the year was absolutely lights out, 10-2. But over the last 14 starts, the Pirates are 7-8. Actually, the last 15 starts for Skeens, the Pirates are 7-8. So it's a losing proposition betting Skeens Day. So for me, it's fade Skeens Day. Give me the Reds in that one. The other one in the side spot. Can we go Minnesota-Boston?
We got game one, Minnesota-Boston.
Game 1, Minnesota-Boston. Dr. Lopez on the mound, which is I love that yesterday with Lopez on the mound, because Lopez has been dealing. And then we get Pivetta on the other side of the bunk for Boston. Pavetta's being nice. He's not so good. Sporting over 4 ERA. This Twins bats are going to get to him here with that extra day of rest going for the Twins here in this one. Twins are in a battle. They need these wins. Do they get it? I love it. I love Lopez going 6 strong innings. Bats do enough against Pivetta to give him enough run support. Give me the Twins in that one.
Twins in that one. I see Steve has joined us. We'll get him camera in a little bit. He just got off camera. We're going on over to Ron.
Yeah, I agree with Rod. I'm going to take the first 5 in Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. You got FIPs for, Skeens is awesome, 2.57, and Cincinnati for Hunter Green is 3.41. I agree. That Pittsburgh bullpen is going to blow it late, so I would lean Cincinnati late on that one. Yeah, like Rod said, we got a playoff race going with the Minnesota Twins, the Detroit Tigers, and the Royals now, and the Royals have lost 6 in a row, so Detroit's right back in there. Look for Detroit definitely on the money line today with Casey Mize. And for Minnesota, definitely I like Lopez as well. Small road favorite, but I'll take it. Better bats, better pitching. Give me the Minnesota Twins on that one.
There from Ron. Now we say hello to Steve. Steve Duncan. You'll find what Tony's picks. Great. Again, another strong day from Steve. Welcome to the show, Steve.
I'm not going to be talking a lot. I must have come down with Jorge's cold there or something.
Oh, God.
Not talking very well today, so I'll just be doing baseball. And like I said, I'll keep it pretty short because I like the Twins as well in that. So I'll just tell you that. What was the other one you had?
Yeah. Twins, Red Sox, Pirates, Reds.
Oh, yeah, the Pirates. I know that Skeens doesn't win games, but he still wins first 5s all the time. And then so I'm going with getting plus money on Skeens to deal and just hope Pittsburgh can get 1 or 2. I'll give it a shot plus money, minus 0.5. But I wouldn't go full game. Yeah, the same thing. Every time they lose it for him. So I'm not going to go that route.
All right, we'll continue on. I'll tell you what, I'm a believer in Pittsburgh today. Today, I'll take Pittsburgh late at the price here. Only thing is the Reds. You look at the Reds bullpen over their past 10, ERA is 7.5. So that's a concern I have here is that Reds bullpen form. So I'll look at the Skeens there. And okay, I'm going to do it again with Detroit, man. Tigers, you got to get one in here. You need it here. It's a big game here. Looking at Suarez. Suarez has been beat up a little bit over his past 3, 11 earned runs, 4 homers in 13 2/3 innings. And we know the Tigers bullpen has been pretty good over their past 10. Orioles have not been. And I'll look at the Tigers in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Fix Morning Show as we get ready for the next series of games here from this 16-game card with that doubleheader between Twins and Red Sox. So here's the next set of games. Braves, Marlins, Blue Jays, Rays, D-backs, and Brewers. We start with Rod.
Yeah, we're looking at Atlanta taking on the Marlins. And you look, Holmes getting the start for Atlanta on the bump. And you look what has he done? Well, he's a reliever, so this will be a bullpen game. And last time out, he went 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, couple earned runs. The Reds got the Braves in that contest. So how long do you expect him to go? I'm sure if they last time out he went 4 innings. So do they expect him to go that far? No, but if he does, they'd be happy with it for the Braves. I expect him to go 1-2 innings at best, and then throw it to that bullpen. And that bullpen, it was rolling right along, but it hasn't been the greatest over the last 7 days or so. But you look on the other side of the bump, McCoffin has been getting wins here, even though he's been giving up runs. The Marlins have been giving him the run support. Holy man, his last 4 starts, the Marlins have actually got the win. He's given up 5 runs, 3 runs, 2 runs, 3 runs in those last 4 starts. But the Marlins have been winning those games against the Dodgers last time out. They got the win 11-9, beat Washington 6-3, beat Phillies 9-5, and beat the Giants 7-5. So when McCoffin's on the mound, hey, the Marlins have been dealing. So I'm not a Holmes guy. And that Braves bullpen looking like it's falling off a little bit. I'm going to take a shot here at the big plus price with the Marlins in that one. I don't want to lay minus 200 with Holmes in the Atlanta bullpen game. Looking like their that bullpen's losing the wheels off the cart on that one. And the other one, what was it? Jays in Tampa. This is a series of hardly any scoring going. It was 1-0, 3-2. We've seen 6 runs in the first 2 games, and it's 7.5. I got to take the under in that one. Both those offenses been struggling to score runs in the first. You think maybe this third game on a Sunday you get a whole pile of runs? Nah, give me the under 7.5. Another low scoring first of 3 type game wins there between the Blue Jays and the Rays.
Yeah, from Ron, and now we move on over to Ron.
Yeah, Atlanta and Miami, you got the band back together. Ozzy Albies is back for Atlanta. Everybody's healthy. Atlanta's going to roll right into the playoffs, and they're fighting their way in right now. So give me the Braves on the run line there. Toronto and Tampa. Who we got for Toronto? I saw Bassett now. I think it's Burr. Is that correct?
Let me double check here.
Burr.
Got here.
Burr, yeah. It's Burr.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Rays on that one as a home favorite.
Yep, it looks like Yarborough will be primary pitcher. It looks like a bullpen game here for the Toronto Blue Jays in that one.
Yeah, give me Tampa Bay on that one.
Tampa Bay there from Ron. All right, guess we move on over to Steve.
Well, my Jays did it to me again yesterday, didn't they? I had a good day. Of course, I lost the Jays game, so screw them. You can have a bullpen game. Yeah, if you looked at the Jays bullpen lately, it's Tampa Bay there for sure. I'll take Tampa Bay. Boz is dealing pretty good for a kid. He's doing well. So, as far as the Braves, excuse me, as far as the Braves and Marlins are concerned, it is kind of a letty down spot. Although Atlanta really needs this win, I would go with Atlanta, but the value's not very good. I think both teams will hit them. And I know McGoffin will give up. So I'm going to go over 8.5 and up. And I didn't do Detroit last time. I got Detroit now. What one did I not do? Did I do
D-backs Brewers. D-backs Brewers.
Oh, D-backs Brewers. I don't like Montgomery. And Montez is having like a resurgence here in Milwaukee. He's pitching really well. He had like 10 strikeouts his last outing. He's had no less than 7 strikeouts in his last 3 or 4 or something like that. So I'm going to go with Milwaukee. I don't trust Montgomery. He's better in the bullpen, not on the start.
All right. I'll look at these games. I'm here with Steve on the over in Atlanta and Miami. Miami has this crazy over streak here when they're a home dog with even money or higher. 42-14 in the over in this game. And both bullpens, Atlanta's bullpens as it's starting to tail off a little bit. Both bullpens ERA near 6 over their past 10. I'll go over there. And then I can only look at the Rays in this spot with Baz coming in this spot. Toronto's had struggles winning on the road. That's been the problem of late. They can't find wins on the road. And the Arizona and Milwaukee. I'm going to look again here. Montez, the team marked me on Montez at home just 3-9, and Arizona has a lot more to play for in this game. We've seen kind of the I think Milwaukee caught what the Dodgers caught last year. Once they clinched, they just kind of fell asleep at the wheel. So I'm going to look here at Arizona there in that spot. All right, let's continue here with 26 morning show as we get ready for the next series of games from the 16-game card from Major League Baseball. We will turn to the Angels, Astros, Giants, Royals, Guardians, and Cardinals. We start with Rod.
Yeah, and look at the Angels taking on the Astros. The Angels, they have not looked good in this series at all. I figure they might come out and get themselves a win at some point, but they've looked awful. And the Astros have scored 19 runs in the first 2 games of this series. Yeah, I don't see that changing here. I'm going to take the Astros just like I did yesterday on the extendo, take a -2.5. I think they mow down Canning. Canning had a good start earlier. He had a nice little stretch there where he was pitching well, but not lately. I'll give it to him his last time out, but that was against the White Sox. He went 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, no earned runs. A lot of teams, pitchers looking like aces against the White Sox. Time before that, against the Twins, he went 5.2 innings, gave up 9 hits, 9 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 home runs. There's the Griffin Canning we're going to see today against these Astros. I think the Astros can probably get to 10 on their own. So give me Astros -2.5 in that one. And then Snell's on the mound. We went Giants, Royals.
Yep, Giants, Royals.
Yep, Giants, Royals. So I'm looking at Snell on the mound for the Giants, and man, he just continues to pitch and deal. Has Snell. Look, the team's won his last 6 starts. Last time out against Baltimore, he mowed them all down, went 6 innings, no earned runs, 1 hit. So right back to Snell on the bump for the Giants in that one. I know the Giants, their offense can struggle at times, but so can Kansas City and Lugo. Lugo's hawking Lugo. So give me the Giants in that one at a coin flip price. We Snell.
Snell there for Ron. We move on over to Ron.
Yeah, my Royals lost 6 in a row, but you got Lugo on the mound today. Lugo is going to be fine. Snell's great. I like the under in that game. First 5. What was the other one, Tony? You said
we had Angels, Astros, Guardians, Cardinals.
Guardians, Cardinals. Yeah, Royals just gave the Guardians a division last night, so they're probably partying. So I'll take the St. Louis Cardinals at home as a small home favorite today.
There from Ron, we move on over to Steve.
Yeah, Houston team total over, same as I did yesterday. I had team total over. I went to what do we call the +3.5? There's got to be a super extendo or
Tri-extendo.
That's a good one. Yeah, there you go. I like that one. So, I'll do it again. I think I'll just go 2.5 this time because they might take it easy on them a little bit. But
2.5 is the super run line. The super run line is what they call it. That extent -2.5, I believe, is the super run line.
Yeah.
Or if you use horse racing terms, the exacta.
It's exacta. Yeah.
Exacta run line. Exacta run line. I know San Francisco doesn't have as much to play for here, but Kansas City's not hitting lefties very well. And if you're not hitting lefties very well and you're pitching against Snell, probably not going to hit much. So I think they wake up when the bullpen comes out, and they'll really have their game face on. So I'm going to take Snell to hold on for the first 5 there, and I'll just go first 5 with that. And Guardians Cardinals, this is a tough one. Kind of a letdown for Cleveland because they did just. Yeah, I agree. I'll take St. Louis on that. I'm not a fan of the game. No, I'm not going to bet it. So.
All right, I'll let you know what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going to take San Francisco in this spot here. Giants bullpen is in pretty good form. Remember, Snell is pitching for a contract this year. He already told the Giants he's not re-signing with the team. So he's out there. He's got a for sale sign on top of his uniform right now. So I'll look him in that spot here with the Snell and the Giants. The team marked behind Snell 5-1 in his past 6 road games. I'm going to look Houston run line. Canning on the road just 1-11. Team record behind him at 4-8 to the run line. Astros have won 8 of 9 against the Angels. 8 of those wins have covered the run line. So I'll just continue to cover that one there. And I'll look at the Cardinals in this spot. Williams' form is not very good over his past 7 starts, ERA over 6. Really struggling with control. Palance put up some good numbers at home of late, especially in this price range. So I'll look at St. Louis in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the morning show as we get ready here for the next series of games on the 16-game card from Major League Baseball. Here we'll be covering Nationals, Cubs, Mariners, Rangers, Yankees, and Athletics. We start off with Rod.
Yeah, and you look at Washington taking on the Cubs. And early in this one, I like a pitcher's duel. So I'm going to take the under in the first 5. You look at Urban last time out. He pitched well. Tough luck that he didn't get the win in the Mets in that one. They lost 2-1, but that was because of the bullpen came in. He went 7.1 innings. He got 4 hits, 1 earned run, and been dealing. He's been doing that over his last couple starts. He dealed against Atlanta, dealed against the Mets. And I think he goes pitch for pitch with Imanaga on the mound. Imanaga has just been lights out over his last 5. 5-0, 2.73 ERA. Deal. So I like a pitcher's duel early in that one. Jake Urban's looking really good his last few and against some solid teams. So give me the under first 5 there. We know what the Cubs do sometimes late. They love to give it up. So I just like the under in that first 5 there. And then who's on the mound? Woo, woo, woo. So I got to go with Seattle there and Woo on the mound. Woo got hit up last time at home. I think this is a bounce back spot for Woo and Heaney's on the mound for Texas. Yeah, I don't trust that. No thanks. Not doing it. Give me Seattle and Brian Woo and company. We know that the Seattle Bats are getting hot and they can crush them. So give me Seattle or Texas in that one.
From Rod, and now we move on over to Ron.
Yep, I agree. Give me Woo over there. You got the better bats. You got the better pitcher, definitely. It's a very small road price. I will take Brian Woo on that one. Did we cover the Yankees?
That's part of this last slot, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, give me the A's as a home dog on that one. That's just too high for Gil on the road. Give me plus 1.5 on that one. And did we cover the second game of the doubleheader?
That'll be the next slot.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for this one.
All right. We move on over to Steve.
Oh, I'm on the same page pretty much here. I also like, Imanaga and Urban. I like that under. I kind of like the Cubs to win the game as well, but I don't think the price is very good. So I'll just take the under on that one. Definitely Woo over Heaney for sure. I'll take that first 5 and full game. I was surprised that somebody went with me on this one. I kind of like Oakland there at that price. Get a nice plus money play. The Yankees are, they're cruising, but not much to play for. This is Oakland. They're not going to be here after this too, and it's getting down to the end. They're going to play for their fans too, right? And this will be a huge game for them against the Yankees. They're going to be dialed in here. I think Oakland might be able to take this.
All right, there from Steve. I'll tell you what I think about these games here. I'm going to go under here with Washington and Chicago. Urban, again, his past 2 starts in really good form. Imanaga has been in great form over his past 6 starts, whip of .87. Washington hitting just .221 over their past 7. I'm going to go here again with the Seattle. Woo, past 4 road starts, whip of .85. Heaney in pretty good form, but Seattle's won 9 of 10 against the Rangers. They've owned them here, and their bats have woken up, right? We found out when Edgar Martinez took over as hitting coach, the Mariners' bats have improved. Well, they're hitting .293 over their past 10. Past 7 games, I should say. The Rangers just .212. I'll look at Seattle there. I'm going to look at the Yankees run line here. When the Yankees are on the road against right-handed starters this year, 36 and 23 to the run line, returning 12 units. So that's look at the Yankees run line in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Fix morning show as we get ready to close out Major League Baseball. We'll have 4 games in this slot, and they will be Rockies, Dodgers, White Sox, Padres, Twins, Red Sox, game 2, and your Sunday night game, Phillies and Mets. We start with Rod.
Yeah, looking at these games here, I'm looking. I'm going to take the White Sox first 5 here with Sean Burke on the mound. He didn't look so bad in his first start. sure he got. I think that was nerves more than anything in that one. And yes, Darvish, this will be his fourth start since making his return. I bet him last time was his third start. He's due for one of these little clunker games. And minus 330, I am not laying minus 330 with Darvish. No chance. And I don't want to chase a run line that's minus 1.5 with a minus 150. Yikes! That's too much for me. I got to take all the value here with Burke on the mount. Young arm for the White Sox, and he looked real good. So he's really got nothing to lose. His two starts. He started as a reliever, came in as a reliever, went 3 innings, gave up no earned runs. So they gave him the start. He went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, couple walks, couple earned runs, 1 home run. But I like what I see, and I think they stretch him out a little more here in this one. I'm going to take the White Sox first 5. Take that White Sox bullpen out of the equation because we know the Padres bats can crush it late. If you want the 1.5, I think this is probably one of those 1-run games. We know, as Tony has mentioned before on many shows, that the Padres love to play down to their opponents. So I think this is one of those days that they play down to their opponents. We take advantage and you get a big plus price on the White Sox. And then you look at the Rockies taking on the Dodgers, and hey, the Rockies got themselves a win. So that series is 1-1. Look at this price on Yamamoto. Oh man, that's crazy. I don't want to lay that kind of price.
Might hit 4. This is Randy Johnson territory.
That is, yeah. It actually might hit 4 minus 400 before we even get to the opening pitch. So for me, all the value is on the Rockies. I'm going to take the plus 1.5. You look at Sensatella on the other side of the bump, and this is his second start back. First one, he only went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, gave up a couple walks, was looking kind of nervous, looking kind of shaky against Arizona. So we know what the Arizona bats have been like. Dodgers looking like they took a break on Saturday night is what it looked like there. But I got to go with the plus 1.5 there with the Rockies. Too much value. And then the big duel in the Sunday nighter. We got Wheeler on the bump for the Phillies, and we got Miguel on the bump for the Mets. I'm going to go with the under. I think the first of 3 wins that one. Pitchers duel early, and I think we might get a couple runs late, but I'm still going to take the under 7 in the Sunday nighter. Low scoring, hard hitting. Maybe we'll see a fight. Those two teams like each other. A lot of emotions in this game. It's a big game. So in the Sunday night game. So yeah, maybe we will see a bench clearing brawl.
Yeah, it rolls. Roll on over to run.
Yeah, you might see something like that. But you know what? Phillies are magic numbers 1, and the Mets. We had talked about it yesterday. The Mets are great when they're a home favorite, not so much when they're a home dog. 26-37 on the year. Take the Phillies to clinch it tonight, and we got some horrible pitchers here. We got Zebby Matthews and Cutter Crawford going. That's got to be an over, and way, maybe extendo over on that one. Yeah, if that's a thing, extendo over. Look at that one, and yeah, I'll take Darvish minus 330. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, give me the what's the run lines like minus 1.5, minus 200, maybe. I don't know. We're not gonna mess with that one, but yeah, that's all I got for that slot.
All right, slide. All right, we move over to Steve.
Yeah, Phillies and Mets, I agree. I think Wheeler gets it done here, and they get their magic number as well. It's going to be tight. It's going to be a tight game, though, so I could see the under as well. As far as the White Sox and Padres, I would go with the under at 7.5 there. That Burke kid looks like he's pretty darn good, and Darvish has got to get himself dialed in and ready for the playoffs as well. So I don't think he's going to be taking this lightly. So I don't think there's going to – and the White Sox can't hit crap. Even though he's a right-hander. If he was a lefty, I would even be more on it. But I'm still going to go with it because the White Sox can't hit anything, and San Diego probably will have a tough time. And then with Burke, not a terrible time, but I don't think they're going to blow him out of the water. Let's put it that way. So I'll take the under in that one. And yeah, way over Matthews, Cutter Crawford. Which pitcher's going to win this one, man? Holy crap! I'll take over first 5 and over full game on that one. And that was it, right? Did I miss one? Oh, the Rockies Dodgers.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Like it's unbettable pretty much. I'm just gonna. I don't have anything on that. I don't want to touch the Rockies to tell you on the road. And the Dodgers probably will win it, but that's just minus 400. You can't do anything with that. So
yeah. Rockies usually win one game on the road, and that's it. Lucky to get 2 on a road trip. Sometimes.
Last time Darvish faced the White Sox, he was a minus 200 favorite versus the White Sox, and guess what? He got the big old L in that one. The White Sox got the win 3-1. The line, he went 6 innings, gave up 8 hits, 3 earned runs, a walk, and a home run in that game. But how many Whites? That was a couple of seasons ago, back in 2022. So a couple seasons back for that stat. So I did want to mention it, but the White Sox have fared well against them in the spot. So you Darvish, I remember the years of you Darvish. He didn't just miraculously appear up. You can ask him. His name was you Garbage for a while. You Garbage.
I know it was. I know that. I remember that. I do remember those days.
Big days.
He was tipping off his pitch because he was tipping off his pitches.
He was. He totally was. He was. We nicknamed him You Garbage. I remember a couple of years. It was like You Garbage is on the mound. Yeah, easy winner.
That's exactly right. Well, I'm looking at some totals here in these spots. I'm going to look Dodgers, Rockies under 8.5. Yamamoto, 5 starts, 1 earned run in 23 innings. Wow. Can that carry into the playoffs, please? Can we get that performance in the playoffs? I love it. But the untold story is a Rockies bullpen, an ERA under 3 in their past 10. I don't know how many years I don't think it's happened. Like that. But again, they're only hitting .213 over their past 7 games, so that applies to under for me. I think this Phillies and Mets game is going to be a real tight one. I think Steve was alluding to it, so I like the under in that game here. Wheeler, when he's at this price range, he's 10-2 to the under on the road. So I'll look at that game there. All right, so we got you through these 3 games here from Major League Baseball. So it's now time to turn our attention to the WNBA playoffs. That's right. The WNBA begins their playoffs with 4 games today. We'll cover them in one swoop. Steve can hang out with us.
I'm going to skip out. My voice is just not going there. So I'll keep.
Let us know what you got for sale. Let us know what you got. What do you got for sale?
Oh, I got a 3-pack NFL. I just put another 3-pack out for baseball and a best bet for baseball. And of course, my hockey package there. It's get in on it quick because it's going to go up again. But that's what I have right now.
You've seen Steven hot in baseball. You see him on top of the lid. He loves these money line sports, man. Just can't wait for the hockey to start. A couple weeks away.
All right, guys. Thanks for talk to you later. I wish I could stick around, but I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So.
Have a good day, Steve. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right, then from Steve Duncan here. Let's continue on here. Let's swoop up this game 1. Remember, these are best of 3s in the WNBA playoffs, and they kind of the time frames look good. We do have a prime time game in there. We started off pretty early at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So let's talk about here. Dream Liberty, Fever Sun, Mercury Lynx, Storm Aces. We started off with Rod.
Yeah, they definitely spread out the times for these games, so they're not all like jammed at one time. So you can definitely they're staggered by a couple hours. So we'll kick it off. The Atlanta Dream taking on the Liberty, and that line's totally just been steadily on the rise up to 13 for good reason. You look at the this Liberty team, and it was a 6-point win for Atlanta the last time out. Well, that was when the Liberty weren't playing all their starters and going along. And when they are playing all their starters, the 2 meetings, it was a 17-point win and a 21-point win. You know, this Liberty team's out for one thing. They got the money last year, but they wanted the championship, and the Aces got them in that one. So they have one goal. They're looking to win the championship. They're going to come out with a purpose in this game. I got the Liberty by 20. But I don't care. It's a minus 13. Like I said, they won by 17. They won by 21. This is a complete lopsided mismatch. I've got to call a sweep of the Dream in this one. The Dream snuck into the playoffs. Got lucky because Chicago was all beat up and injured. Just think if this guy weren't injured, they would be in this 8th spot facing the Liberty. And wouldn't that be something? Angel Reese as a rookie facing the Liberty. That's what they wanted. But we got the Dream here. Dream gets swept away. Give me the Liberty big in this first opening match. Next match, we're going to go to Indiana versus Connecticut. And you know what? I'm going to take the Suns. I've been on the Suns all season long with good reason. Indiana hasn't looked good coming down the stretch. They're looking like they're gassed. They look like they put everything into the tank, and I'm sorry, but the Fever looking like they are slowing down and not looking so good. And we know where everybody's going to be on this one. The whole public, everybody's on the Fever train. They're all riding it. You can see it. It's slowing down the tracks, and it's one more guy is going to tip that thing over. The Suns are going to tip that thing over. Suns have been dominant against Indy, especially at home. 17-point win, 21-point win for the Suns at home versus these Fever. I don't care that it's up to 6. You can push that thing all the way up to double digits, giving the Sun by double digits over the Fever in that one. And then the last one, you know what the Champs are doing? The Champs have come down the stretch, and they have been absolutely lights out. 9-0-1 ATS in their last 10 games to head into these playoffs. They are the defending champs for a reason. They're dialed in. And Seattle looked like trash all the way down the stretch here. Awful Seattle. I know they're an offensive team, but these Aces are out to make a statement. Double-digit statement. Give me the Aces in that one. I also like Asia Wilson over 37.5 points and rebounds tonight. She's going to have a massive game.
Just named MVP. They just named her MVP of the league. She just
and they just gave her MVP of the league. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there you go. Love Asia Wilson to come out in that one big. I think the Aces. Little 3-teamer. Parlay those 3 up today.
Yeah, from Rod. More in-depth coverage from Rod on the videos, guys. So check it out.
Yeah, definitely go check out the videos on that last one that I didn't cover with the links. Definitely go check out the videos.
Yes,
and,
a lot more in-depth there on the videos. So
in-depth
WNBA
on
Playoffs.
all those.
Check out Rod. Or if you need to rehash some of the games, check him out over on the YouTube channel of Tony Spicks. We move on over to Ron.
Well, I guess I'll have to take care of that one then, Rod, for you. Yeah, the links at home, they're going to roll. There's no doubt about it. You know, Collier and McBride, they all rested the other night, you know, and that was a loss, but they're going to come back storming tonight, and they're going to take care of business. I agree with you on the Sun. You know, the Indiana Fever 9-19 on the road, ATS in the last 28 meetings that they played. But I'm looking at the under in this one because of the defense, and especially if Kelsey Mitchell doesn't play. I know her ankle is injured. They're going to need those 19 points for Indiana, so definitely take the under. But I do like the Sun. I'm not sure about that. Line's going a little high for me. And you know, since the Atlanta Dream got Tina Charles and Ryan Howard back, and everybody's healthy. They've been a different ball club in Atlanta. I may lean Atlanta on that one, but I see where you're going, Rod. You see the blowout. I know New York's the better team, but that line up to 13, that might be getting a little too high on that one. And yeah, MVP Aces. We gotta go with the Aces. We're not fading the Aces today.
No fade.
That line
Not going to crack the
7 to
Aces.
9. Yep, that line opened at 7. It's up to 9. It's good reason. So yeah, lay the wood with the Aces in that one.
Okay, with the Aces, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be on the Fever here. The Fever, number 1 in offensive efficiency since the Olympic break. They got 2 days off to recover here. Let's get those protein shakes. Let's get those muscles ready to go here. And the sharp money, actually, we're getting some late sharp money here on the Fever because I'm seeing 5.5 at both Chris and Pinnacle. So you know what that means. Somebody with deep pockets are coming in here on the Indiana Fever. So
yeah, I think Kelsey might be playing.
Yeah, so there's a big line move right now in that game. So that's how I look at that one. All right, we got you to the card here, guys. NFL, Major League Baseball, WNBA. Now, if you want our NFL picks, just rewind the video back to the beginning because we already covered NFL as we started the show. Then baseball. Then here was WNBA. All right. Well, now it's time for it was for sale. Now it's time for our parlay peripheral segments, and we start with Rod.
And for me, a little parlay. We're gonna go with the baseball parlay today. I just gave you the WNBA parlay. Those 3 right there. Parlay those up. But MLB, we're going to take the Yankees on the money line, Seattle on the money line, Giants on the money line. Parlay those 3 up today in MLB.
All right, we're going on over to Ron.
Yeah, I guess I'll do an NFL. You know, we hit our CFL yesterday, Rod, with Montreal too. So yeah,
Crushed it. I had a feeling.
Yeah.
I think get your futures in on Winnipeg. I think Winnipeg wins the Grey Cup. They just play too much. They're such a team on a roll. That defense is clicking. That offense is clicking. This is what I thought we were going to see at the beginning of the year from this Winnipeg team. But it's clicking now on all cylinders. And I got to say, they are the hottest team in the CFL right now. by far.
You bet.
And I pretty much securely got that locked in the West for sure.
Yeah, so I'll go with the NFL parlay since Rod hit an MLB. Give me the Lions, Chiefs, and Titans on the spread.
There you go. And I'll give you a 3-teamer from the NFL as well. Give me the over Eagles Saints. Give me the over in Panthers Raiders, and give me the Ravens there. The non-premium I like the most would be that over in Panthers Raiders. I just missed my premium card, but that would be the next one I like there. All right, we got you through it all here. Let's find out what the guys have for sale. Heading to a huge NFL card tonight. MLB, WNBA. Rod, what do you have for sale over at Tony's Picks?
And over at Tony's Picks, I've got you covered. WNBA action. I got some MLB action. Got some NFL action. I got a 3-pack in the NFL early. I got a 3-pack in the NFL in the afternoon games. In that afternoon 3-pack, it's my 10-star play of the day. 48-38 over the last 86 days of it. So definitely jump aboard that 10-star play for sure. It's been cashing big time. So, but your best way is to go jump aboard something long term. That way you don't miss out on any of the plays. Stat card is what I do, and I'm excited for a big Sunday. Looking real good on all those plays. So let's make some money. Big Sunday loading. So jump aboard. Let's put some money in your pocket.
That's right. Get on board here with Ron over at Tony. If you see him top of leaderboard, you see Ron as well top of leaderboards. Ron, what's for sale over at Tony's Picks?
Yep, got a 5-pack. Got the best bet involved in that one for NFL football. Also, my MLB best bet, 21 out of the last 26. We got that one for sale. And don't forget the WNBA. We'll have a 3-pack for that.
All right, I've got a 3-pack up there right now from NFL. Also, a best bet from the NFL. Premium plays there for premium. We got a premium as well from Major League Baseball. So get on board. Remember, the long-term passes will serve you well. Long-term passes also include late steam plays from the cappers. We allow on our site, we allow cappers to put plays in between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. So the long-term subscribers will have those plays emailed to you. You'll get your regular membership plays and just log in. But the late steam is a bonus feature we have here at Tony'sPicks.com for the long-term subscribers. So get on board and get signed up. All right, guys, before we close out the show, any late words?
Late words for me. We're going to take Juwan Johnson of the New Orleans Saints to get himself an anytime touchdown, plus 360. He's scored 4 in the last 6 games for the Saints. I like him here to get another one. A little quiet name you don't hear a whole lot about. I think he's going to be wide open for a touchdown. I'm going to sprinkle a little hit on him to get the first touchdown of that game as well. I think Juwan Johnson, anytime touchdown, and the first touchdown of that game.
There you go, guys. You can also check out the YouTube channel on Tony's Picks. You know, Rod's got to play up the WNBA. I think I saw something from you from the NFL as well.
Yeah, definitely. Check out the archive videos. I got a 3-teamer in the NFL for everybody over there. So definitely go check out that video. See, there's a 3-team parlay. I've given you a 3-team parlay in MLB. I've given you one in the WNBA. And then go check out the video. You got one in the NFL as well.
There you go. And, of course, Ron, we check out your videos every day with your shorts. I know you get coverage of baseball. We always get some KBO as well.
Yeah, if it doesn't rain.
Oh, yeah.
It's been raining in Korea, but take the Georgia Bulldogs next Saturday. Lock it in.
There you go. There's a bonus play there from Ron. All right, that's going to do it here for Tony's Picks live show. We'll be back again here tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It's going to wait. Goodbye, guys. You guys making a winning day and night. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show.